Hi everybody, welcome back to City Skylines. This is all from my imagination right here. What a tiny imagination it must be. Yeah, this is Blackwoods. Tiny memory, I know that. So what did we do? Last time we played this game, we created a canal. Now, yeah, so let's do my overview of what we got done. So from what I remember is we kind of changed. Did we do this? I don't remember. Maybe I do remember. Maybe I don't. So I'll do it anyway. We changed all these around, put in the high-rise band, which I've got to change around some of these buildings because I'm not happy with some of them. Put this here. Experimental reasons only. Yeah, also what I did is detailed all this, I believe. Yeah. So I also detailed all my canals. And now if you look at my canals, they're starting to look real cool. Can I do a kind of drive-by or fly-by? Shame I can't go slower than that. Maybe I could change the mouse settings. Well, the arrow settings. There you go. It kind of looks like this. It's kind of a pretty canal now. Yeah, I'm being silent because I'm just looking at it and trying to remember it all and taking it all in because it's kind of nice. Yeah, this is really cool. This is a good design. And oh yeah, so yeah, I also filled in this park here. So this is kind of nice. It was like a big open barren land and zilch. This is my other canal. Which kind of comes to stop. Look at that. That's kind of cool. All these little fancy designs I could come up with no assets or DLC. Probably said that like a million times. Probably bought it myself saying that. Is it me or is that bench not kind of, that should be over there. Maybe I wanted more over here. Yeah, that'd do. So yeah, there you go. And I designed this. There we go. That button again. Designed all this. Oh yeah, and I did my walkways. Kind of. I wish I had Move It or something to like on Anarchy so I could put that in properly. But I don't know. It gives it extra character, I guess. So yeah, I came up with this design here. And I am normally dead against putting rocks everywhere, but I came to the realization I ain't got much else I can decorate my town with, so rocks are now suddenly my friend. Now these trees here, for some reason, pertaining to my weird imagination, which on any given day can be quite creative, these remind me of all the balloons in the movie Up. I don't know why. It's just the way I'm thinking about it. So there you go. That's all that. So enough talking absolute trash. Let's get on with the build now. So I want to detail all this and this. Definitely do something here. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the more you let get past you, it becomes quite a handful. Well, the good thing about things being a handful is you got two hands, so that's all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build maybe maybe a garden center or a botanical garden, or maybe a mixture of both here. Thank you for your patience. My brain is currently under reconstruction, so I'll be with you in the next few minutes. So yeah, let's see what I can do. Can I put a road. I'm going to try and put a kind of an entrance road here. Here, this road here. Now, road length. Take that off. Road length is the one where you can go change the length, I think. So can I put it about here? Do you know what? Let's have a look. I kind of like it like that. I don't want it to be a circle. That is okay. I like that. That's really cool. Now, can I put this on here? No, I can't. Okay. I got an idea. I don't know if it'll work. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and brace these up again. Put it in straight form. There we go. In you go, in you go, and in you go. There you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete this road here, delete this road here. Now I'm thinking this is the circle, the arch, the circumference, or whatever you call it. It's about there. So if I can put the building in. Jimmy doesn't kind of symmetrically fit in there. So if I do that, take away the road. Like that. Now put the road back in. Which one was it? Or maybe I should change it to like one way there. And add. Didn't go quite so well. Try that again. There you go. I'm happy with that. Now let's put that. Now this road here. I want this one straight. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have like kind of an extra place for people. Probably this is where they go. This is probably the storefront. They probably go here and pick up plants and things to buy. So I'm going to have it kind of like that. I hope it works. So there you go. There's my kind of weird design. See, now I like these trees here. Trouble is, this is two ways, and that's kind of a weird traffic circle, isn't it? I mean, how would that work? Yeah, it seems a little bit nonsensical. Let me change that road around. Now, do we have... There it is. This one with trees. It's got trees on there. That. Still like the idea, the design of the one tree, though. Change around, change around, change around. There you go. So that's my design. I wish I could have this a bit further over there, but it's not going to pop over there. There's a way it just hooks in. But there you go. There's my... Finally take these away. There you go. So that's my completed design. Let's pause that for now. There you go. There's my completed design. What do you think about that? And I like the idea of this not being a circle. Gives it more character. That's kind of cool. I like that. So I definitely got to detail that. So how do I could put this in as a kind of a garden center, or I don't know. Got an idea. Now I don't think I've got any buildings that will kind of fit in there really that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can put a couple of these in, because these are kind of got that kind of warehouse kind of agricultural feel about them. Yeah, I like the idea of a couple of these. You could pretend they're greenhouses. So that's my idea behind that. So let's see if I can do that. Or I'll put in zoning tool here. Tiny, make it as small as I can. Like that. Now, as far as I know, let's go look on our pollution map, which is it this one? It is. There we go. As you can see, no pollution created. So we are fine. We are fine. Yep, I got an idea. There we go. Let's see what kicks in now. I put this power station here to connect the power up, and that's kind of worked. So we got this building here. I'm not sure if that would kick in. I was hoping that would kick in, but obviously not. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of my idea for so this is probably the business end of the. Oh, look, that is ugly. What a terrible looking building. Let's try that again. There we go. So yeah, that's my kind of idea. This is kind of like the greenhouse kind of business area where you can go and collect plants and buy them and all that. So that's my idea behind that. I'm kind of pleased with that. It's very basic, but you know, it does the job. Man, these guys drive like maniacs. Unless I slow it down. That's better. See, I don't mind these being two ways here, because like it's kind of decorative for the trees and you get to spin around and all that. So I like the design of the road here like this. This is okay. So let's see. So this is going to be the grounds where the buy plants and all that. So I somehow got to work out a way to create kind of a boundary line, because I ain't got no fences. This is the closest you can get to fences in vanilla without no assets and so forth, so forth, so forth. So I'm gonna fill all these in, which is gonna be very time consuming. So I'm gonna bear you that burden of having to go through this. And I'll meet you at the end of this. There you go. I came up with this kind of crazy idea that maybe I could get some kind of like wood supplies coming in here. And the only way I could think of doing that is turning that into a forestry industry. Just that little square there. So there you go. So it's a bit of an experiment, but it works. So yeah, I don't mind a couple of like agricultural kind of trucks coming in here, because it kind of fits with what this place is. So that's not too bad. I don't mind if this is kind of busy. I'm going to have, it seems to be a stop here, so I'm going to have to change that to a bus route, road, I guess, which is one of these. I come into this option here, look at the bus roads. What do we got? We got 6 lane. That's probably a overkill for here. So I've only got 2 options. I got this one here, which is overkill. As you can see there, that's way too much. Or this one here. And that's the perfect one. So I'm going to change that there. Is the stop only there? If the stop is there... No, I got a better idea. I could put the stop in here. Yes, try that. I'll take back everything I just said. Put you there. You're the other one. You can go there. There we go. Let's see if that works. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Also, I like what it's done there. It's giving it a bit more character and design. Here's the bus. Yeah, that works out really well. Awesome. Oh, I love that idea. Okay, so yeah, so this is my kind of attempt at doing some kind of garden center. I hope it works. So I'm going to have to call this something else. Or I was hoping I could try just leave it with no name, so it'd be like, and no name pops up, but it doesn't matter because when you're in this view, it doesn't matter. There you go. So, so that's the Cypress Garden Center. Now let's see what else. What I can do. I can do a little bit of detailing later on. So let's come up with some more designs. Let's see what else I can think of. I wish I could put that anywhere over there, but I can't. It just won't work. Now I got such a small plot of land to play with, so let's see, what else could I come up with? There you go. Now the reason why I always stretch them as far as I can, like this and this, is I can't remember what I was going to say. Because it kind of helps when you're breaking, when you're trying to plan things out, and it gives you like that kind of like framing network. And also you can then cut things off, and it doesn't like kind of like destroy what you've already laid down. I can cut these off now like this if I wanted to, or I could leave them back in as a kind of framing network to break things up so I can visualize what I want to do. That kind of thing. So there we go. I got a couple of path networks. So let's see, maybe I can come up with some kind of fancy design there. There you go. That kind of works. I'm kind of happy with that. This is a lot of attempts to get this right. So what's the measurement here? That is 50. Let's go 50 here. There we go. 50 there, and hook that back in there. I don't know. For some reason, that looks not as deep. What's that in total? That's about 110. So if I have it from there, no, it's just an optical illusion. That's very weird. Okay, and so here and here, so there and there. Come out of this button here. How's that for an idea? Oh, that was a struggle. I wish I could move that over here now. Maybe it's too far here. I like that. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. Now let's sort this road out again. There you go. Didn't destroy too much. Kind of works. Hopefully I can fit in some kind of bushes in there. Let's have a look, see if they fit in there. Might have to do a little bit of street management again. Just about fits in. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, I'm happy with that. That is great. Now, what else can I do with my path designs? Let's see. I got to have a way of connecting them to here. There you go. How about that? Did you like that? you're gonna have to like it because that's what I've done. Right. So that's kind of a crazy path design there. What else can we do? So let's think of something else. The reason why I want to put something up like that is for... Now, do we have any? Yeah, this here. Or maybe I should put this in first. Kind of like the idea of just having this on a hill. Kind of like that. Okay, so let's change the paths. Let's match the path to the... what is this called? This is called a pavilion. Let's match the path to the pavilion, not the pavilion to the path. So let's try that. So here. Like that. Like that. That's my idea. Kind of a weird idea, but I'm okay with that. In my head, it looks so much prettier than that, but you know, this is what you got to deal with. So let's... yeah, so I'm happy with that. Now, what can I do here? This is kind of barren. Can I come up with something fancy? Now, let's have a look. This button here. No rocks. Can I put any of these in? Oh, it has to have coastline, doesn't it? Oh, what a shame. I was hoping to have like kind of a key wall and raised land. How about a path? Yeah, try a path. I want a wibbly wobbly path. There you go. That's the best that I could come up with. That was my kind of weird way of trying to shape the land how I wanted it. I wanted it kind of raised up here. Shame I can't get it all smooth, and you have to take the road away. And you haven't really got a lot of... I could have done a better job if I got rid of this road or pushed the road up here, but because it's such a tight squeeze in space. It's all I can do. So that's my idea behind that. It was a lot of work, fiddly, to get to this kind of stage here. So there you go. This view here. So this is my kind of vanilla design. It kind of looks janky, but it's okay. It's, you know, so this is kind of like a practice game, I guess you could call. So let's see what else I can put in here. I don't think there's much building going to be done in this one. This is kind of all about detailing. So let's kind of detail out my park. Let's come up with an idea. I'm just going to pause my time lapse for now, just to say, I was going to have this like as a closed off kind of area. You could only get in here and to walk around the gardens by paying and all that, but I think they probably generate their money from selling plants and things over here. So I'm okay for this being a public access, and also, and it's pretty cool because it means you get to see people actually walking up and down the paths, which is kind of here. So it's kind of cool. That's the way my thoughts go behind all this. So yeah, let's get on with the time lapse. So there you go. That's it so far. Yeah, I did my kind of fancy clipping trick in here to make this kind of diner into like a bigger building. I want this to be like this is where you go to eat all your food. This is not a Stonehenge kind of design. This is kind of like a modern kind of thing that I've got an idea of doing something else like that. I'm going to fancy it up a bit more, but you can see this is where you come to buy all your little bits and pieces. This is every single prop I have at hand. Maybe I didn't want to put the cannon in there in the big statue because I've got other ideas for that. But yeah, this is every single kind of vanilla non-DLC prop you get, really. So also I'm going to implement a lot of these things over here. So let's see what else I can get on with this. There you go. I think that's about as much ground cover as I want to put down for now. I'm going to go for my tried and trusted kind of a way of kind of like pretending there's a kind of a path network by using these bushes. They kind of like form kind of little walkways and paths. I kind of put them down here. I mean, I could go neater, but this is kind of a build just for you guys. As neat as I kind of want it to be, I'm okay with being a little kind of less restrictive, I guess. There you go. Like as much as this is my design on the fly, just to put out for you guys, on video for you guys. This is really kind of a practice game, really, for when I want to do things. When I'm going to really take some proper time and do some real proper amazing builds in the future. And these are kind of like giving me ideas. I've got my imagination is now filled with swirly designs of paths and things. Like if I'm using mods and assets, I could be able to make this better. Swirly designs with things like that. So I like the idea of this. This is what's popping into my head. So yeah, this is, even though this is for me, it's a practice game. I'm still putting it out as some kind of remnants of a proper game for you guys to look at. Well, a proper build, should I say, not game. But this is kind of like a practice build, really. So imagine what it would be like if I did a proper one. Probably like years and years and days would be spent on it. Let's see what else I can put in. Let's put in some trees and stuff like that. Small beech tree. Yeah, I think I changed my mind about these. I don't know why. I got images in my head of like lush green trees around here, not too much color in this section here for some reason. I don't know. I gotta put some color in here somewhere, but I got these up here, so that's not too much of a problem. Color's these, kind of purple. I don't mind putting some here. See what I can come up with. Put that one there. Yeah, I want this area to focus on being green, so let's... Yeah, so I just put a couple in here instead. That'd do for there. Right, what else we got? Aha, these. Now, I like the idea of having these over here. Pretty much like this. I'm not going to put a tree here because it spoils the view. I like the idea of these. It seems to work well here. Maybe one in there. There you go. So that kind of that. I like that idea. Looks good to me. What else we got? Oh, these ones. These are kind of the same. Now, these are what I want here. As I've said before, I'm probably saying many, many times in the future, you can, even without any mods or DLC or even using the updated trees, for those that first ever get the game, you can actually come up with some little pretty designs. And like I always say, the only thing that holds you back is your imagination. And once in a while, I have an imagination that works okay. Once in a while. Don't tell anybody. It'll be yours and my secret. And the rest of the world's. So that's tree missing there. So that's my idea for this. Did I put any in there? I did, didn't I? Yeah, a couple there. And as repetitive and kind of boring as it may be, just putting trees around things like here, it really does spice it up, enhance it and all that. So I guess sometimes you're too harsh on yourself when you're coming up with creations. You're your own worst critic, I guess. Sometimes we got to learn to just let things just slide and, you know, and just go with it and say, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Now this is going to be tricky. Just about getting them in. Just about. Like that. So that's my idea for this. And then what I want to do is put in some those really awful vanilla planters so people can admire the flowers. That's why they've come here, all right? Check out some flowers, walk around some gardens, things like that. So there we go, everybody. This is that was a lot of detailing, a lot of time spent. This is my as best as I can do. This is my botanical gardens, and also which is, you know, funded by this kind of weird garden center using a bit of forestry and a bit of the agricultural industry thrown in together. They don't cause pollution, so it's fine. And this is where you buy all your flowers and your trees and your garden equipment and even wood and stuff like that, materials, street light designs, things like that. This is kind of like stores, you buy stuff. That's my thinking behind that. This is the entrance. I've moved the bus stops, one there. Kind of gives a bit of character to the it's not exactly a circle about, traffic circle. I mean, these are not exactly in the center, but I was trying to line them up with here because this is a bit off kilter because I can't fit it in anywhere else. Because I haven't got to move it. So there you go. You come across here, come down here. You can go in here, go there. It's probably where they got all the indoor tropical stuff and butterflies and things like that. You can go over here to get your supplies. Come here and have something to eat. This is kind of like a historical, ancient kind of like tree. Put these stones are not. These are man-made. These are, of course, they're man-made, but these were put here deliberately as a modern part to them. As a facade for of this ancient tree. So there you go. And this is kind of wooded area because people got to have wooded areas in botanical gardens. It's all not only is it all about man-made design. It's all about introducing natural way things, natural plants, the way they naturally grow, you know, which kind of like brings in like wildlife and insects and all that. Then I got this design here. Come up here. Around here like that. So you got that. But these are, I guess these are the kind of the manor house garden designs here and here. This is kind of, I wanted this to be kind of tropical, but or like Asian, something like that. But I haven't really got the assets, so I kind of did this. Kind of works. And this I wanted to be kind of lawns, and I clipped in some fountains. You got to use your imagination. So this is kind of more like the manor garden kind of design, I guess. I have no idea what it looks like. Took a lot of work to get this working, but well, that'd make a good screenshot, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like that. Good screenshot. So there you go, everybody. That is how you can kind of get away with making a, here we go, a kind of botanical garden and garden center using no mods and no assets. So I hope this kind of helps you out, and it kind of fits in with this kind of, I wanted all this to be green space and kind of more rural. And also it's good for these guys here because they can look down on the hill. So yeah, that is quite the view. It must be amazing to live here and look down on here. What a great sight to have. So yeah, this marks the first and only episode so far, which is very unusual, that I've only ever done one thing, and that is create this garden center and also do the botanical gardens. Whiz it around like that. I'm sure you can pause the video if you want to and have a look at your favorite shot. But there you go. Yeah, so very unusual episode. I only got one thing done. Next time around, I will, as I keep promising myself, sort out these buildings and detail here and here, of course, and finish off all the detailing here. Maybe I'll concentrate on doing a build over here and then intermittently fitting some quick detailing here. I want to try and take less time on detailing. I'll finish off this as well. Obviously, fill in some trees here. I've started off with some ground cover, as you can see there. yet to be completed, as usual. But yeah, unusual episode. I only ever did this, and you might not know this, but this was like over four hours of recording time before the kids came home. So yeah, you go, 4 hours of footage, and that's all I got done. There you go. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this one. What I might do, kind of a bonus episode where, because like with the time lapse, and I did kind of have it kind of whizzing along and cut bits and pieces out. I might do kind of a bonus episode where it's just a time lapse and a slower time lapse with just whatever music I've created, and just for you guys, just watch that slowly and take it in a more leisurely pace. We'll have no commentary. It'll just be just this, that kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, so just in case you wanted to know, you probably don't, but my traffic is 94%. Now this is vanilla, so it's going to be kind of easy traffic as it is. But I think I'm doing all right. So everybody, look after each other, especially in the weather we've been having over these last few months. And sincerely, have a nice day. I'll see y'all